Alrighty. Hey guys, it's Dave. Alrighty, I am going to go through a sector review. I like to do these every week to kind of give me an idea of where I want to put my focus and just kind of give me an overall feel and view of the market so I don't lose that throughout the week as I work. So here we go. First, I got the Dow Jones. As you can see, it's kind of ranging-ish here. It kind of doesn't really want to choose a direction, in my opinion. I mean, we do have the 50 SMA finally going up, which is the yellow line here. It was kind of just going sideways, but it's looking like it wants to choose a direction. 200 SMA continues to go up as well. However, it's just kind of hitting prior resistance here and looks like it wants to pull back from that. I'd expected to find some support and continue on up if it wants to do that, if it wants to continue the uptrend. Otherwise, it could just range and maybe this target is 384. I'm not super interested in this look right now. Q's not very interested in it right now either. We have a huge volume day on Friday, selling at its lows. It is at the prior level, breakout level here around 44.45, 445. We can see it did make a lower high. It did make a relative lower low here. If you want to compare it to here, if you want to compare it to here, it was just in a downtrend here, right? It broke that downtrend, but overall, I don't know, failed to make a higher high, and in a pretty extended move too. So what I'd expect to see is maybe this coming down. Maybe it supports 200 SMA. Maybe it gets support at this uptrend line, which I got from this here, right? It's starting back in 2022. Kind of respected it here, respected it on that gap down. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Either way, I'm not going to be looking for any sustained longs here. I'm going to have to switch up my swing trading strategy. I'm going to have to be a little bit quicker on getting out and not really holding. Same thing for SPY. I'm not super interested in holding any longs for SPY. We can see that it kind of hit prior resistance here and is consolidated at the highs. Maybe this was a distribution and it's just kind of on its way down underneath the 50 SMA, underneath the short-term 10 and 20 EMAs. Maybe hit, honestly, it's looking like it's going to hit that 525, that prior resistance level, or sorry, prior breakout level. Maybe it lets the 200 SMA catch up and we continue to grind higher. We'll see, but sold off, close at its lows, higher volume. I'm not confident in holding long-term longs at the moment. XLB, as you can see, just kind of in a range, just range bound sideways. We can see it kind of broke that, failed to accept higher. So now target is down here, 87.50, whatever this bottom is. It's closed below the 50 SMA, if that means anything to you. So we do have an upward sloping 200 SMA. We'll see if it finds support pretty close to that prior bottom range as well. We'll see. I'm not super interested in this either. XLC, rangy, just indecision, chopping sideways. 1, 2, 3 resistance levels here at 87.75, call it. Maybe it'll find some support here at 83.15. Maybe it'll chop around in a range, let the 200 SMA catch up. It is at that prior breakout level here, this consolidation zone. I'm just going to wait to see how that wants to resolve. XLE, downtrend. If you want to zoom out here, you can see it just kind of in a huge range. Constantly gets rejected around this 92-ish level, picks some support up around 81. Maybe, you can draw some lines down here around 76 too. I didn't yet. We'll see how things progress. But this is still technically shorter term, longer term in a range, shorter term downtrending. It is under the 200 SMA, 50, and all the short-term EMAs are downward sloping now. So I'm not interested in longing these. Maybe if I wanted to go short, possibly, but longs, not my thing. XLF looks pretty decent, actually, for now. I'd be interested in possibly looking at some XLF stocks. We can see that it broke out from this level 42.25-ish, came up, retested it, got rejected at prior resistance, came back down into this range here, tagged opposite end range. Nobody else wanted to sell, so here we go. We broke the highs, and now it's retesting this zone level here of 44. It is at the 20 EMA at the moment, the 50 SMA sloping upward, 200 SMA sloping upwards, kind of guilty until proven, or innocent until proven guilty at the moment. So I would be interested in longs. I would look for equities that kind of have this look to it. Maybe breakout, pulling back to that breakout area. You look for some acceptance, some buying, and then some pushing away, looking like it wants to explore price more upwards. So I wrote down XLF as an interest for me to look further into. XLI, range bound, right? Up here, down here, up here, down here, up here, down here. So it looks like it's up here again. It's probably a do or die situation right now for XLI. If it fails and just continues down back in this range, we're probably going to hit 120-ish, 120-ish, which is also where the 200 SMA might be. I'm not interested in longing anything in here. XLK, not interested in this right now. Texture's getting smashed. It is in an uptrend. 50 SMA, just weaving and bobbing. The shorter term EMAs are they're pointing down now. It closed below the 200 SMA. It's coming up on this uptrend. It does overall have a beautiful cup and handle. We're looking from November 21 to July 23, right? Cup here. Here's the handle. Boom, broke out. It's been in a nice run. However, it's stalling out, in my opinion, at the moment. We got a lot of things going on. We got elections coming up. So all this says is just caution. Just stay cautious. Don't go, if you have to downsize, stuff like that, then do it. Keep your capital. Number one, risk management. Don't go all out on the long side right now. That I'm not going to. You do what you want, but I'm not going to. XLP looks really good, actually, to me. It's been showing some relative strength. Everything is kind of been going down, chopping sideways. This is a nice little short-term uptrend. We can see that overall it was just range bound for a very long time. And it finally broke that range, accepted around here, moved on up, retested those highs, broke those highs. So I wouldn't be shocked if we get some selling here. These people that have been waiting for a year and a half, 2.5 years, whatever that is, around this time in mid-April of 22, they had an opportunity to get out, break even. Maybe they did it here. Who knows? Either way, a lot of breakouts. Larger sellers take advantage of that liquidity. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get some profit taking. Either way, it did retest that breakout area, moved up 1, 2, 3 candles up. I'd say that's some pretty decent aggressive buying. I'm not confident on the volume of it though. Either way, I would be looking for longs in here. So XLP, I am adding on to that. XLU looks decent. Just kind of grinding up that 10 EMA. We have the 20 EMA, 50 SMA, 200 SMA, upward trend line here. This level broke it, retested, grinded away from it, right? So we just have some nice passive buying going on. If you want to zoom out, I also would not be surprised if we got a pullback here because we are at these levels again. So these people were waiting for price. If they were just bag holders, they have an opportunity to get out. So we're hitting that. So I wouldn't be shocked if we got a little pullback. Looks decent. I'll entertain the idea, I suppose. XLV broke out. These levels chopped around, accepted up here, broke out again. I like XLV. I like this look. It is under the 20 EMA now. However, I wouldn't be shocked if it came down, broke out, or retested this breakout area around 152, 151-ish. We have an upward sloping 50 SMA, 200 upward sloping SMA. We need to see if there's any support around here. If there's not, then target would be 148. And if that doesn't hold, I don't know. It'd have to break this downtrend line, maybe test the 200, or maybe some level down here around 138. We shall see. We're not there yet, though. XLY, I'm not super interested in this. Just kind of range bound, broke it, failed opposite end target here, failed to go lower. So opposite end target on the upside, failed to go higher as of now. Maybe this gets engulfed and we go higher. This level holds. However, if it continues to push down, I wouldn't be shocked if we hit the 169 level again, just in this range. It's just range bound. So yeah, that's kind of my sector review there. It gives me a good idea. So I'd be interested in XLI, XLU, XLF with an emphasis on XLP. So I'm going to go into those sectors there and kind of look at the stronger stocks that might be leading it and see if anything is setting up. I'll send that video out shortly as well.